Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind007. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at this. This is the Mission to Saturn Bioceramic Moon Swatch. And I got this from the Galleria. It's a mall in Houston, Texas. And there's a shop there called Swatch. That's not surprising. So I want to take just a quick look at this. It's not going to be a full review. And I am going to be comparing it to my older swatch right here that I got from that same store. And we're going to see how they compare and maybe see which one feels better. Now, before I open it up, I want to look around the box a little. And on the back, you see these planets and the sun. So these are the watches that they have. For example, they have a mission to Jupiter, mission to the sun. And of course, the one I have is this one right here. It says mission to Saturn. By the way, I am wearing gloves just for effect, just for the video. This is not a super expensive watch. I only paid like $250 or so. I can't remember the exact amount. Anyway, if you look in the back, it tells you a little bit about Saturn. Remember, this is the Saturn watch. So the temperature in Saturn is negative 139 degrees Celsius. It's the flattest planet, so it's kind of like that. It has 14 rings. It is at an angle, and it is high density. Let's open it up. Okay, so over here you see that it says Omega plus Swatch. So that's the team logo. And on the back it says the same thing. On the bottom doesn't really say much. So when you open it up like this, this is what you find. The watch itself. And you find this right here, which I believe is it says collection. And you got this right here, which I'm not gonna read it because I don't think I need it. I bet this is the instructions. Yeah, it's too much information. I'm not gonna get into that. And of course the watch itself. So here's the watch itself. And before I get to the watch, I want to look at this right here. See what it's about. So I guess it's more information about the watch. Or the watches from this collection. Remember, this is a collection. A joint venture between Swatch and Omega. So this is mission to the sun. Mercury, that's going to be a gray one, I believe. Venus is going to be a pink, but Venus is not pink, so anyway. Earth is going to be the green one. Moon is going to be the gray one, so that one makes sense. Mars is going to be red. I thought Mars was a blue planet, but I could be wrong. And Jupiter is that color according to this. And Saturn is the one I'm going to be looking at today. Uranus, bluish. Neptune is dark blue. Pluto is kind of gray, light blue, I guess. So there's some more information about it. So anyway, let's get this out of here. And let me take my gloves off so I can get rid of this sticker. And there you have it. So this is just a show and tell video. The full review, I'm not gonna make a video for the full review. I'm just gonna do it on the description, but for now we're just gonna look at it and see how it wears. Let me put it on. So when you take it out, it's like this. So it's fairly long. I definitely do like this strap because it has the Velcro. But let's wear it first. Okay, so here we go. Perfect. So it definitely does feel very, very nice on your hand, on your wrist, and it is infinitely adjustable because it's Velcro. So it's not like this watches right here, because if you buy one of these, this is also a swatch. If you buy one of this, you have a risk of having one of those holes being too tight and the other one being too loose. I've had that situation happen to me, not on this watch but on other heavier watches. But this one being Velcro, you're not restricted to any hole, so you can always adjust it to your preference. So yeah, it definitely does look nice, and it is super light, just like this one. Super light. I think I have it backwards. Oh, that's a problem. When you have the Velcro, you can't tell that it's backwards. So it's supposed to do like this. Yeah, there we go. Now it's the right way. So already I can tell that this one is actually louder than this one. I guess it's because it's a very simple movement and this one's a more complex movement. I'm not really sure why that is. But right now you can hear clicking, and it's the white one that's clicking. The noise is from the white one. Anyway, so let's go outside and let's take a look at it and see how it feels. Okay guys, so we are outside and it is a cloudy day, unfortunately, but this is the watch right here. As you can see, it does look nice, but what I'm most impressed about is the weight. Like all swatches, the plastic ones, they're very light and they feel very comfortable, and this one's no exception. Even though it's a chronograph, it's not an exception to that rule. So yeah, I definitely do believe that the strap is gonna, over time, it's gonna round to my hand. It's gonna take that shape of my hand, my wrist I should say, and it's gonna feel even better. So I'm not gonna remove that strap like I've seen some other people on YouTube do, that they get rid of the strap and put a new one or put a metal one. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna leave this one on it. And of course, it is a plastic watch, and the glass on front of it is not glass. It's I believe plastic too. Everything's plastic. So it's not something that you're gonna take if you're gonna repair your car. You can take this if you're going to the movies or if you're going to dinner. But I wouldn't take it for anything where you would be bumping it on the walls or bumping it against something, like when you're repairing a car, changing a tire, anything like that. It's going to be a problem because it's going to get scratched. Of course, you can resurface that if you want, but if you get the case scratched, those scratches are going to stay there. They're not going to go away. Okay, so let's go back indoors. Okay, so we're back indoors, and the next thing I want to talk about is the loom. I believe it does have loom. I haven't tested it yet. So I'm going to put it next to a lamp, and then I'm going to show it to you, because I think that's the only way this is going to show a loom. I don't know how else this would loom. So let me do that. Wow, it's fairly bright. I'm very surprised how bright this is. So when you go indoors from outside, you notice it a lot, and when you shine a flashlight on it, you're gonna notice it a lot. My camera kind of dims it up a little, but in person it does look bright. So I'm definitely impressed about that. And for some reason I keep holding it up backwards. It's supposed to be like this. So that's probably my only complaint right now with this watch, that every time I put it on, it's backwards. So I have to take it off, and because I keep putting it on like this, and I have to take it off and then put it back on like that. So I guess I have to get used to that, check that out. But as far as my pre-review, I'm gonna call this a pre-review. I'm still gonna be testing it a little bit more, and I'm gonna put in the comments my final conclusions. But so far, I think this is fantastic for my expectations. I know you've seen on YouTube other reviewers, other YouTubers saying that this is a very bad watch, that it's cheap, that it's overpriced, and that it scratches easily. But I left on a comment on one of those people that anybody that's the way they criticize this watch is like me criticizing a Ferrari because it only has 2 seats, and saying, wow, it only has 2 seats, so my 3 kids can't be in the back seat, and I can't put my grill when I go to the park. When I go fishing, I can't put my grill in the propane tank in the back. And that's the kind of criticism that this watch is getting. They're criticizing it that it's not metal. But if you look at the box, it doesn't say that it's metal. It says bioceramic. That's a mixture of plastic and ceramic. So that's one of the biggest criticisms that it's having, that it's not metal. Well, it's not metal. Nobody ever said it was. The other criticism that it's getting is from the strap. They say that it's too stiff. But there's another problem with that. Anything when it's new, it's stiff. It's going to get softer, and it's going to mold to your hand, to your wrist as you use it. So that's a premature. They're just rushing that review out for YouTube. I guess they want to be first, but whatever. And that's just premature to complain about the strap, because this takes a while to. It's like a leather. It's not leather, but if you ever worn a leather watch, when you put it on the first time, it's stiff, and then it kind of molds to your wrist. Same here. This is stiff because I've worn this kind of straps before, this Velcro straps, and they are stiff, but over time they mold to your hand, to your wrist. Another complaint I've seen on YouTube is that these things are not strong, but same thing, it is bioceramic. It says on the box, it says on the website. If you go on the website, it clearly says bioceramic. So don't expect this to be a wrestling watch. You're not going to wrestle anybody, or a boxing watch. If you engage in that kind of activity with this on, it's likely to break. So this is not an everyday watch. I can agree with that one, because I've heard that on YouTube before I went and before I went and buy it, that this is not an everyday watch. It's not. It's a watch that you only on occasion. I plan to use it when I go out shopping, when I go to the mall, to the movie theater. Not that I've been there too many times lately, but that's how I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use it for going to the gym or anything like that. The other complaint is also about the strap. They say that it sticks out or something. I don't know, but I've been wearing it and I've been very happy with it. So I'm definitely not complaining about the strap. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things that I like about this watch, that it has the Velcro strap, because I've worn this before for years and years, and I like how it's perfectly adjustable. There's infinitely adjustments, not like a regular watch where you have holes that one could be too tight and the other one too loose. As far as the lume, I was very impressed with how bright it was, especially when you come from outside and you go indoors. It's going to be, very bright, and it does last for a good long time. So I'm happy about that. As far as water tightness, I'm not sure that this is a watertight watch. So I'm not gonna go swimming. I don't swim anyway, but even if I went to the beach, I would take this off for sure, because it doesn't have a screw down crown. If you see right here, it's spinning around, it's not a screw down crown. So that most likely means that it's gonna get water and sand in there, especially since you have these pushers right here. This operates the chronograph. So when you push it like that, you risk letting water in there. So you wouldn't want to do that anywhere near water. Even rain, I would be uncomfortable wearing this in the rain. I don't think the rain's gonna mess it up or anything, but this might get wet and it's gonna be unpleasant. So, because I've worn this type of straps before, and you do get it wet, especially when you wash your hands. It does get wet, and it does get sweaty. So just keep that in mind if you want to get this watch. I'm not trying to scare you away from buying this watch, but I want you to know what you're getting into. If you're gonna spend over $250 for a watch, just know what you're getting into. Another pleasant surprise I had with my previous Swatch was that they do give you a lifetime battery replacement, because my first Swatch, the battery died out, and I was getting ready to go buy it online on Amazon, see if I could find it there, but I was very surprised. I don't even remember how I found out that they do offer a lifetime battery replacement. So I already had my first battery replacement, and that was, I believe I bought it in 2019, so that was just 2 years after I bought it. So definitely not a long-lasting battery, just 2 years, but it might have been in storage for a while. I don't know how long it was in storage before I bought it, so I can't say exactly how long it's gonna last, but I think it's fair to say that these batteries can last 2 years, but you do have that lifetime warranty. Now the warranty on these watches is, according to the store, the people that work at the store, it's 3 years warranty. So you can't really, these watches are sealed. If you look at them, there's no opening anywhere, so you will not be able to have it repaired should it break down. I don't think it's going to break down because it's a quartz movement. So usually the mechanical watches are the ones that break down. The quartz, they don't really break down. But if it does, if the hands come off and fall out, you can still go to the watch store, the Swatch store, and they'll either replace it or repair it. I don't know. Another interesting I noticed about this watch, this Omega watch, is that it says Swiss made. I don't know if you can see that. No, you cannot see that. But right here it does say Swiss made, and that's the first Swatch that I've seen that says Swiss made. Most of the other Swatches, they'll only say Swiss, or they won't say Swiss at all. They'll just say automatic on the bottom, and they'll say Swatch on top, and then it'll say Swiss. But this one is the first one that I've seen that says Swiss made. So it's kind of like an Omega or a Rolex that actually says Swiss made. So having said all that, and I think I talked too long about this already, another cool thing about this, if you've owned previous swatches, you'll know that it has an unconventional strap over here and over here. Let me go get the others. Yeah, so this is the other, the typical swatch. You'll see that it has an unconventional strap. So if you want to replace it for whatever reason, and you wouldn't want to do that on this one, but if you did, you would have a hard time finding a strap that looks like that, so it'll fit there. But this one has a normal strap, so you can easily pull it out, and and put your custom strap if you want to. You would have to color match it though. You would have to pick a brown strap, and then you can put that there if you want to do the silicone type, and I think that would work. So that's cool about this new one that this older one doesn't have. And like I was saying before, this one doesn't say Swiss made, it just says Swiss there. But again, that's pretty cool. So the price is a little high, and I would assume that this doesn't have any increase in value. So once you buy it, you're not going to resell it for $300 or $400. And now see, I've seen it on eBay. Let's go on eBay, and you're going to see the ridiculous prices that are on eBay for this watch. So let's go. Okay, so here we are on eBay. As you can see, they're trying to sell this watch for a minimum $564. Remember, I paid $250 for this watch, and a maximum of $839. Like I said, I got it originally from the manufacturer, from the store at the mall, with a 3-year warranty for just $250. So this guy right here, they're gonna try to sell it to you for $489.99, $490 plus tax, and I doubt that they're gonna give you that warranty, that 3-year warranty. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, because I don't know that when you go and check. I know for sure that when I bought these two watches at the store, they asked me for my name. So if I were to go for repairs, I'm sure they're going to ask for my ID, and when they don't see the name that matches my ID, they might not want to repair it. So I would caution you about getting this watch from eBay. Look at this one. It has 2 bids, and they're already at $247. So that's with that dubious warranty. So I don't know if you're gonna get that warranty if you get it from a private seller instead of getting it from the store. And also you have to keep in mind the battery replacement. When I did get the battery replaced on mine, they didn't ask for my ID. They just grabbed the watch and replaced the battery. So I don't know how to verify ownership, original ownership. But yeah, you have to be very careful about these watches. And they are selling, by the way. People are paying it. Look at this one right here. 19 people bought this watch at $564 minimum. So people are buying from a private seller and almost double the price that you would get from the store with that 3-year warranty. So just be careful about it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and thumbs up.